Becoming is better than being. And that is why we consider ourselves to be a work in progress. It means that you are never complete and you always have that chance to become something better.
It allows you the ability to be comfortable with making mistakes and accepting yourself for who you are.
Yes, we are a work in progress. Hi, I'm Aya.
I am your host, GK.
It gets longer every time.
Hey, you gotta milk your opportunities in front of the camera.
I feel like at some point you're gonna end up reciting the entire Bible and then say, I am GK.
I may actually do that. You've given me an idea. So before we get into our conversation today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue a game we started in a previous episode. Okay?
Yes.
In the first episode, this game is called Trip Up. The aim is to ask trivia questions to your opponent, who you selected, that they will not
Be able to
answer.
Yeah.
So then it's whoever wins is the person who's able to answer as much questions from the person trying to trip them up. Okay? So we'll begin with me, and great, I have the opportunity to ask none other than AX the question.
Okay.
So AX, are you ready?
Crackety crack.
I made them very easy for you. Very, very easy for you. Okay, question number 1. And this is for the feminist in you. Which woman holds the record for the most expensive dress ever sold at an auction? How do you not know this?
Because fashion
Versace.
really isn't my thing.
Versace.
No, that's the name of a fashion house.
Or it's an individual.
I think,
Yeah.
which individual? So I can give you the options.
Yes, please.
Beyonce.
It's not going to be Beyonce.
Gigi Hadid,
No. Her family's broke.
Beyonce,
No.
Rihanna.
It's Beyonce. She has this diamond encrusted.
Yeah, but Rihanna's a goddess.
So what's your answer?
Beyonce is like a queen, but Rihanna is a goddess. I'm going to say Rihanna.
Wrong. The answer is Marilyn Monroe.
You did that? Those are not part of the options.
I knew if I put it there, you would get it. So I was like,
How was I going to guess Marilyn Monroe?
I was just covering my bases. So
You tripped her.
you tripped me up.
That's the point. So Marilyn Monroe, and guess how much that dress was sold? This is just for a fun fact. $4.8 million.
In 50s money or today's money?
In today's money. $4.8 million.
That's cheap, actually.
Okay, sure thing. Okay, next question. True or false? Before marrying Martin Luther King Jr., a Kenyan dated his wife.
Is that a true or false?
Yes.
His wife, true.
Correct. The first, I can't remember his name, Jeremiah Kieni, the first ever PhD in our country, actually dated Coretta King Scott. So
That I knew.
it's a curious thing. Okay, next question. Teodoro Obiang is Africa's longest serving leader. But who is Africa's oldest leader?
That's still serving?
Yes.
Museveni?
No, that's too far.
Bia?
Correct. Paul Mbia is Africa's old. She's got 2. I'm messing up. Okay, next one. Which of these individuals is considered to be the world's first computer programmer?
Alan Turing.
Wrong.
Programmer. That was the guy that came up with Enigma.
No. There was someone before that who is considered to be the world's first computer programmer.
Ada Lovelace.
Correct. She was a woman.
That's what you get.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Whoa, okay.
You don't know what I know.
Fine. Okay, in 1961, a government was set up in Kenya between NKP and KADU.
Exactly.
Who was the leader of that government?
I don't know.
Who was the leader of that government?
I'm going to guess maybe Jaramogi, but like I'm not sure.
Wrong.
Yeah.
James
That was in
Gishoro.
Kanu. No, that was in Kanu. The government was between KADU and NKP.
Moi?
And Kadu.
He was in KADU, but wrong.
Oh, Kadu.
KADU.
Was it this guy from the coast?
Yes.
Gala?
Correct, but you got it wrong, so it's fine.
How did I get? I said
You gave up.
I didn't give up. I had
we don't
help.
condone
You call a
giving up.
friend. You call a friend.
you phone a friend,
This is
yeah.
a friend.
Okay, point Chris M. Next question. Who was the
That's
first
not how it
ever
works in
African
Weakest Link.
speaker of the National Assembly here in Kenya? So there's Biero Ohanga.
I don't trust your
There's-
guesses. I don't trust your multiple choice options. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna.
His name, Frederick Mbiti Mati. I hope I got his name correct. Okay, last question. We all know that Patrice Lumumba was the first prime minister of the DRC. Who was the first president?
Oh, I don't know what his name is. I don't know.
So I gave you options.
Nope.
Or you don't trust them?
I don't trust them.
There's Mobutu Sese Seko
No, that's
Kumbendu
not it.
Wazabanga. There's Lumumba himself.
No.
And there is who this answer is, so that you don't cheat. His name was Joseph Kasavubu. There you go. So I think you got 3 out of 7.
Why do you
Which is
apply the
pretty
same
good.
standards? Like, why do you apply your behavior to my standards, dude?
Or cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. Now you ask Chris M. Is it?
Okay.
Yes.
So let me brighten this thing up. You ready?
Yes.
How many movies are there in the MCU, including the ones that were released?
Wow, that's
MCU. What is MCU?
The Marvel
Marvel
Cinematic, like Iron Man.
How many movies?
How many movies? You can count them. Like, I'll wait. I'll even help you count.
So is Spider-Man part of that one?
Yes. Well, yes.
So Spider-Man, there are several.
No,
80.
Not
80 movies.
not all the Spider-Man.
Not all of them are part of that one.
You're off by about 40, I think. Was it 26?
It's 27.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's 27. Okay, how many Kardashians are there, not including the children?
What? Not including their own children?
Yes, not including the babies, like the
babies.
original.
So there is.
Let's see your knowledge of
There
reality
is.
shows. Chris M.
Kanye's wife is Kim.
Ex-wife.
Yes. There is the brother.
Okay.
Well done.
There is 2 sisters. 2 other sisters. And there is another one who does the makeup. She sells a lot of makeup. She's the billionaire. She's a billionaire.
Chloe.
No, Kylie.
Kylie and 6.
Yes, 6.
6.
It's 6.
Gosh,
No, but I thought that was a trick question because only 3 of them are Kardashians, I think.
No,
They
they're all
have
part of the Kardashian
family.
brand.
It's Kardashian Jenner. Oh, but anyways.
Okay. So,
6, yeah.
Do all this.
this is a question directed at you, but I'm pretty sure you know the answer.
Of course, I know
What
the
modern
answers.
what modern day item made a cameo in the final season of Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. What modern day? iPhone.
Okay.
You wanna what was
What
it?
modern day?
It was a cup.
What episode?
Coffee cup in episode 3 or 2?
4.
4? It was
4.
a coffee cup. So by mistake, the set left a Starbucks coffee mug in the set.
Yeah, it was so obvious.
It's a big thing.
Very weird. Okay. What is it called when you use makeup to define and sculpt your face?
Oh my goodness.
What
This is rough.
When you put
when
makeup,
you
what is
use
it called?
makeup to define and sculpt your
This
face.
is evil.
It's not that evil.
Wow. And I know the
What
answer.
is it called when you
Use makeup to define.
Makeuping.
No,
It's called.
I feel
It's
like
called.
if I
No. I've heard this word before.
I know the answer.
Does it start with a C?
Yeah.
Yes. Phone a friend.
Hey,
I know it. I've heard it before. Colors and. Is it color, something like contour?
yeah,
Correct.
Contour.
Correct.
Contour.
Correct.
it's contouring.
I have 2 points.
Is it 2 or 1?
2, no,
Two, okay,
yeah,
two.
2.
Contour. Contour is when you define your face.
Yes. All right. How do you pronounce Elon Musk's son name? It's on your screen, but you're looking at it. How do you pronounce that?
Is X A-E A hyphen X-I-I, right?
Yeah, how do you pronounce that?
You know, I've watched this.
Oh, God.
This sorority, whatever. Beta Cypher Kappa Nu, something like that. I've said it already.
No,
Jaivji.
no. His name is pronounced with all those letters that you're seeing on your screen. His name is pronounced Exa Dark Sidereal. That's how you say that kid's name, Exa Dark Sidereal. And it is spelled, to reiterate, with an X, an A-E, an A-XII.
I think as Africans we can't judge names. Already Chris had told us how you have people called God only knows.
We can judge this name. We can judge this name.
So is that your final question?
No,
Oh,
I have
you
one more. I have
okay.
one more. You have 20 seconds to say the alphabet backwards.
Oh man.
Pass. I'm not drunk. Why are you testing me?
You can do it. 20 seconds is a lot of time. You just figure it out.
Okay.
I'll trip up. I give up on that one.
Okay. So yeah, 2 out of
So
7.
2 out of 7.
7 or 6?
7.
You were
6,
given
6.
2 out of 6.
Yeah.
So that's
So
not bad.
40% basically.
Ah.
I'm ready to blow
2
this
out of 6 is not 40%. It's 33.3 recurring.
Oh, apologies. Mr. Stats wasn't here to correct me.
GK,
Yes.
we go, yeah?
Yes.
How many countries in the world end in stan?
Park, Kaz, 5.
No, that's a 7.
Oh,
Which currency is used in Sweden?
Oh, I know this one.
the Swede, the euro?
No.
Okay, the ruble, no?
Nope, that's Russia. The franc used to be France.
The franc?
The krona.
Krona, Swedish krona.
Oh, that was far.
This I asked a few episodes ago.
Wait.
Lakes in Scotland are known as what?
Locks.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
How many presidents are in the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Presidents.
Yes,
I feel like
American
you've asked me
presidents.
this before.
Donald Trump.
Wrong.
No.
He's not.
He's in the pro wrestling, that's the WWE. But I'm asking
Like proper
wrestling, yeah,
wrestling.
amateur wrestling.
Oh, Ronald Reagan.
Wrong.
So 3.
That's a 3.
But
But it's not Ronald Reagan.
It doesn't
Who is
matter.
It is George Washington, Roosevelt, and Abe Lincoln.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah.
He could fight anything. Yeah.
Can you name the water bodies between Africa and Asia? Between Africa and Asia.
Which way?
Mediterranean Sea.
Wrong.
No, wrong.
That's Europe and Asia. Europe and Africa.
Okay.
What?
The Pacific. No. Atlantic.
My
Is
goodness.
it the Red Sea?
The Red Sea.
It's the Red Sea and the Gulf
Yeah.
of Eden.
Because
I was
you were going
going
too
the wrong
far.
way.
Yeah.
You have to get Asia starts like
So
right
you've
there.
gotten so far 1
Out of 4.
out of 4, yeah.
Okay.
The last one.
What percentage?
What is an archipelago?
Ooh.
Okay, so arc is for architecture. There's the arc, so it has something to do with arc. Go. Archipelago. I have no idea.
Can you give an example of an archipelago?
Lamu.
Yeah, Lamu.
It's a constellation of islands that come together to form.
I was gonna say Thailand. Thailand, there are many islands called the archipelagos.
The largest archipelago in the world.
It's somewhere in Malaysia.
Indonesia.
Then it was Indonesia. You would have won.
Same thing.
So you've lost. You got 1 out of 6.
You asked me 5 questions.
I have 6.
Yes, Chris, with the largest archipelago in the world. I just
Water
stole it
bodies,
from you because you said Thailand.
Okay. All I'm saying is I didn't get to phone a friend, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
you chose not to phone a friend. You chose not to phone a friend.
Let's
So
go.
I did lose trip up. But anyways, let's get into the conversation first. So now that we're warm up, the conversation that we're going to hold is a hot take from me.
Yeah.
And we always know my hot takes
A lukewarm.
are lukewarm, which is very good. So, which I appreciate, by the way. People need more lukewarm takes. Anyways,
Have you ever had lukewarm tea?
have you ever had a lukewarm bath?
Okay, you guys win. Let's just go in.
Okay. So this is my issue. P Diddy, one day, he did a song with the Notorious B.I.G. And the statement was, and I think we're gonna have to write it so that you understand how I said, because I can't say it as an American.
Okay.
More money, more problems.
Okay.
And that is the whole idea of what we're talking about today. Many of us are in this endless rat race to the bottom, aiming to get any cent, any shilling we can get. But the truth of the matter is, money cannot buy you happiness, and it never will.
Okay.
That is the statement I have. Money, happiness comes from purpose, comes from family, comes from other things. Money can only buy you more problems.
Okay.
Fact.
Okay.
Discuss. 25 marks.
I'll start by saying that's a lie. Money can and does buy you happiness.
Oh,
Amen.
okay.
So, one thing about money is you do what you don't like so that you get money to do what you want to do, right?
I eat things that make you happy.
Things that make you happy every day. And one of the tendencies, money brings you increased comfort. So right now, someone sleeping on the street doesn't have money, right? Is he happy? Maybe not, right?
Yeah.
But for you who has money, you'll go buy a very good mattress, very nice bed sheets with I think 1,000 thread count or whatever, with very good duvets. That will bring you some comfort and happiness. You've bought that happiness literally.
Is comfort directly correlated to happiness?
Yes,
you have
because-
numbers of people who come from extreme wealth,
Yes.
who deal with extreme depression, who deal with extreme issues. They are never satisfied. And then the other question I have for both of you, with money, is there too much money?
Yeah.
Can you have too much money?
No.
Yeah.
When
What need does Elon Musk have for like him as an individual being
250
worth
billion.
more than Kenya?
So, I'm a believer in you can never have too much because your needs change and it morphs to something else. Right now, for Elon Musk, he doesn't care about going to buy a packet of milk and a loaf of bread, right?
He cares about buying Twitter.
Colonizing space, going to Mars. Now, for his problems, whatever money he has, it's not even enough to do that business.
But think, he has all this money and he's still seeking for his purpose, still seeking for that sort of gratification, sort of something that helps his soul. My belief is money can never satisfy.
And I
disagree. Can never satisfy.
And I disagree.
It only makes you crave more. That's what money does.
That's
money,
okay.
Money is like MSG in Chinese food. It only makes you crave more food.
That's actually a bit of a
same with knowledge.
Typical kind of racist myth, but we move
Same
on.
with knowledge. You can never have enough knowledge. See, something like that, yeah? You learn how to read A, B, C, D. You're told now read this passage, read this novel, read this biography, whatever. You become a doctor, you're told to become a professor. You can never have enough of a good thing.
Yeah.
Keep reading until the day you die, right? Keep amassing wealth.
So
There's nothing wrong with that.
I do actually have an academic study to contribute to this that proves that money can buy you happiness. Are you ready to be owned by academia?
No.
Anyway, so wow. In 2010, Daniel Kahneman, he wrote the book, I think, Thinking Fast and Slow. And Angus Deaton studied the link between income, emotional well-being, and overall
Same
life
thing here.
evaluation.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Which is why I'm gonna say the rebuttal before you do. All right. They found that there is indeed a link between happiness and income level. However, that link begins to plateau after a certain
$75,000.
Yes, but still, but no.
7.5 million
But my
shillings a
point,
year, and
point
you're good.
is still proven that money can buy you happiness. The way you phrased your argument was there was an absolute. Money can never buy you happiness, and I'm arguing no, it can.
But until a point.
But it can.
I don't believe until a point. I believe money can and will continue to buy you happiness until the day you die.
And also there's a point that Chris had mentioned about how money can buy you stability, right? If you look at this in psychology, there's something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right?
Yes.
At the very bottom are the needs,
The
are the things
basics.
you need to survive, like food, water, shelter, clothing, etc. Money can help you provide for those things, not only for yourself but for your future generation, for your family, and that's really important because now you're not worrying about where your next meal is going to come from, which means automatically you're more ready to receive feelings of happiness. And I think that in assuming that money can never buy you happiness, you're looking at those higher level things, those high level needs, which is self-actualization, which is trying to find purpose. And for majority of people on this planet, that ability is a privilege, not a right, because they're still struggling to get the daily essentials.
So let me ask you right now, AX, Chris M, myself, as people, human beings living in this world that we exist in right now, what is the most important resource that we all have?
Time.
Time. Can money buy you time?
I mean, yeah.
How can money buy you time?
Literally,
if you're sick, you go to hospital.
Literally, there are scientific experiments funded by really rich people that are trying to extend life as we know it.
But still,
Mine is simple. There's a time when you had a flu, you die, right?
yes.
Right now, if you have a flu, you don't die because people spent money
But was
to do
it
research.
no?
Wait,
it's that
hang on,
someone
hang on.
sought
Hang on,
purpose
hang on.
and delivered something.
Hang on, before you rebut, money can buy you time. You wanna know how I know this? Because it's a lie that we all have the same 24 hours a day. I'm sorry, we don't. If you're a billionaire like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, you have someone out there doing the basics for you.
Elon
which
Musk
means
is on your radar today.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Elon Musk has been on
she's
my
beefing with
heart.
him.
Okay, fine. If you're like Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, whoever, you have assistants who go shopping, who raise your kids, who buy your clothes, who clean your house, who cook your food. And all these little things, they add up to extra time that now you have to pursue things that make you happy. And the only reason why you can afford this time is because you're paying somebody to take these menial tasks out of your daily to-dos.
But don't you think, as a population, as a nation, as a group of individuals across the world, we are now becoming slaves to the money rather than using the money as tools?
True.
And even the Bible speaks about money is a tool; it's not your master. And many of us have made money our master. It's our end-all and be-all. For example, I'm gonna use. I think his name is Floyd Money Mayweather. I think that is even in his.
Did you
he's
really
changed
change his
things up.
name?
But anyways, he has a fleet of cars, all white, for when he's going with his posse and he's feeling white, and he has a fleet of cars, all black, for when he's going with the posse and he feels, let's go black cars. So he has like 20 cars, Lamborghinis. I'm sure Mobius will be there soon one day. All those things in that lineup. What is he seeking with that? he's showing other people. It's a sign of showing other people what his worth is. It's not internal gratification that he's receiving from having that money, from owning all those cars. Why do you need, after you have your first house, after you've gotten to the $75,000, which is 7.5 to 8 million shillings in Kenya a year, why do you need to continue to grind and push yourself to earn more and more and more? What's the purpose of it?
I know the answer, teacher, I know.
Kristen?
It's capitalism. It's capitalism. We are locked into a I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you. We are locked into a socioeconomic system that that incentivizes us to just keep on consuming, to keep on buying, to keep on seeking profit, because that is how success is managed and valued under capitalism. That makes me wonder, like, is it so much that money can buy us happiness, or is it that in our current socioeconomic system, money is prevented from ever buying us happiness because it's never going to be enough?
It's never enough. That's my question. It's never enough.
Let me localize it kidogo before you move on. Right now, basically, clothing is a human need. Yeah.
Yes.
How many shirts do you need to get by in a year, for example? How many pairs of shoes do you need? Technically, if you have a black pair of shoes to come to work every day, and another one, sports shoes for your weekend, 2 pairs of shoes are enough.
Slippers.
And slippers for you when you're taking a shower, 3, right? But for all of us, if you're walking around and you find someone, let's say a lady selling shoes, very nice shoes for 200 shillings, you will want to buy them. It's not because that you don't... The need, if you can afford it and it's making you happy, you can get 50 homes. Yeah, it's the value attached to it. Right now, there's this guy, Virgin Atlantics. What's his name? Richard Branson. He travels around the world, falls in love with like a place, establishes either a hotel or a home, right? There's nothing wrong with that, because for most of us, we have a home in Ushago, we have a home where we live here. Some of us are blessed, we have holiday homes. If you can afford it and it's bringing you any form of happiness, it could be 2% happiness extra in your life. Do it, because life is very fickle and you're here for a short time. So enjoy it when you can. And I believe money is the best tool to give you happiness in this world. You get the best doctors, the best education, the best neighborhoods, best cars, best fuel for your car.
So to this, I have 2 things. So first, I'm going to give you a statistic, and then I'm going to ask you guys a question for you to answer. Okay? So the first thing is, in the 1970s, have you guys heard of the Easterlin Paradox? Yes, I also did my research, AX. In the 1970s, a person called Richard Easterlin produced a study showing that while some countries' GDP increased over certain time periods, their level of happiness did not increase to the same level. So my question to you guys is, do you know what the happiest country in Africa is?
In Africa, I don't know. In the world, it's Finland.
What's the richest country in Africa?
South Africa?
South Africa, Nigeria. You can say Kenya is there. You can say Ghana is there, the top 10. The happiest country is Mauritius. Okay.
Oh, no, Mauritius is beautiful.
The happiest country is Mauritius. In the world, the happiest country, as you said, Chris M, is Finland. What's the richest country? Is
China. United
States. And China is coming soon. But anyways, it's those 2 countries. So beyond the money, beyond the wealth that these people are amassing, why isn't there that same reciprocity of happiness?
That's a fallacy. You know why? Whereas America is a rich country, Finland has more rich individuals. So these Nordic countries, people there are richer. That's what you're talking about, or something.
At the base, at the 75,000.
People are rich. Now, 75,000, 50,000, they are rich. So wealth, my guys, get money and see. You can buy happiness, by the way. You can buy happiness. You don't like eating githeri, right? If you're poor, you'll have to eat githeri. Will you be happy?
I'm sure I'll be fine.
But will you be happy? You're happier eating something else, and money gives you access to that other thing.
And to answer your question, the reason why Finland is the happiest country in the world, not the United States of America, is because Finland has a robust social safety net. The Americans...
And you see, that's something else that improves happiness. It's not money.
But that takes money.
Money, my brother.
Does it really?
Yes!
Okay, and my second question is... My second question is, because you people are just crazy. My second question is this.
We are of one accord on this.
I'm going to give you guys a scenario. I'm going to give you guys a scenario. Both of you have jobs right now, but remove yourselves from that job. And I put you guys in a job you really despise, but offer you 4 times the salary or 6 times the salary. Do you seek purpose and fulfillment from your job, or do you change and check and chase the check?
And at this point in my life, chase the check. Because I can seek my purpose in my 40s.
You don't, as we said, time is something that you don't own.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but there's so
how
many
do you
people.
know the 40s is gonna be there?
Take your
Because
purpose and
statistically-
throw it away. Give me the money.
Oh, what if my life's purpose is just to amass an insane amount of wealth? What if that's why God put me on this earth? Who are you to question God's
My
will?
issue with you, GK, is
Oh, my
for you believe that purpose, I have to be the one actively doing it, right?
Yes.
I don't have to. Right now, I can get enough money if I love schools and teaching, and I've made this example before. I'll get that money, establish a school, or sponsor a few kids to go to school, learn in good schools.
Yes.
So I'm getting the money and fulfilling my purpose somewhere else.
Yes.
Other people can help with your with your purpose and whatever. You don't have to be the one there.
What would you do if Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela were people who chased money over chasing the change of their countries, the change of the systems we live in? What would we be at right now if we let money control us? What would our country be?
Except that's like money does control.
Yes, and then you get the certain individuals, the heroes, the people like
Yeah.
GK who come and say, money is not the end all and
I've
be
just
all.
told you right now. Those people were in the front line fighting.
And
Yes.
they were
There are
sponsored
other
by
people
with
behind
money.
doing that. So that's okay. I'll be the person standing behind financing you.
Because
you go and fight, I'll finance you.
It's not a binary. It's not either or. You can have both. You can have neither. But the way you're phrasing your question, the way you've been phrasing this entire dialogue, is that it's either you have money and you are, miserable, or you don't have money, you have the potential for happiness.
I think we just move.
Yeah,
Let's
because-
agree to disagree.
No,
Let's agree to
okay,
disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree to agree, but okay. So,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
we'll conclude with a quick discussion. I'm going to give you each like 30 seconds on something. Today is April 28th, and April 28th is Stop Food Waste Day.
Today we also find out when the running mates are, yeah?
Correct. Good,
Tune in to the news.
good thing, yes. Tune in to Fifth Estate's winning headlines for analysis. So, now, a statistic was thrown that every Kenyan throws away an average of 99 kilograms of food every year, with the country wasting a total of 5.2 tons of food every 12 months.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to ask you guys is 3 things, but you can just choose to answer one of the 3, okay?
Yeah.
Why is this the case? Who is the most impacted by this? And and the 3 is probably the most important. Do you have any solutions as to how to solve this?
Do I go first?
Please, ladies first.
Okay. So, as for why this is the case, there's a difference between food loss and food waste. Food loss occurs when during the supply chain, the food is just literally just lost. Like an apple falls on the ground or falls on manure, you can't really sell that, so it's just thrown away. Or like a tomato is squished during shipping and you can't sell that, so it's just thrown away. Food waste refers to what happens when you get to the supermarket or what happens in your homes. Food waste is what happens when you overserve yourself and you have to throw our food away. Food waste is what happens when supermarkets all over the world decide this apple over here is not pretty enough to sell to consumers, we're just going to throw it away. And I believe, particularly with food waste, it comes from, at least on an individual level, not understanding what it is that you like to consume and how much you can consume. So I think one of the things that my mom taught me, especially when I was serving, is that always serve less than you can eat for your first serving. That way, if you're hungry, you can always go back to get more food.
Oh man, I never followed that advice.
Yeah, but this is not to say that the whole issue of food waste is like an individual problem. Individuals are, yes, slightly responsible, but corporates are also very much responsible.
Actually, I was going to agree on that, and I think the solution comes, I don't think it comes from individuals eating less or anything.
It's
it comes from
corporations.
corporations and restaurants and all these things, finding ways to solve the food crisis, because if something is like 2 hours to expiry, some of them throw them away. When food is all finished and they've left a lot of food in the tins, they throw it away instead of give it away or finding ways to repurpose it. So I feel that's where the solution is. Chris M., your last point, you have 20 seconds.
This is all I'll say. I won't even go into that. According to the Food Agricultural Organization, they say about 1/3 of all food produced in the world goes to waste. This is about 1.3 billion tons of food. So take it upon yourself to make sure that you're not wasting food. If you have more than you need, share, distribute, or whatever. There's a company in America, just as I conclude, they sell donuts, yeah? After every day, because they don't sell day-old donuts, they're throwing them away. They don't even give them to the
waste
homeless
food,
people.
yeah.
So take your part, save this food, because this is a lot of food. It can feed a lot of people. So don't be part of the waste.
Be part of the solution.
I had to rhyme, but
I thought you were going to rhyme, but
I was
you
going
failed.
to, but I
Anyways,
failed. Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you so much for watching Work in Progress, and we will be here with you as we always are next time.
Bye.